Hello, welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I'm looking at a Virgin game? Do they even make games anymore?
And today, Ian, we're going to be taking a look at The Seventh Guest.
Oh my
which was
God.
first released in 1993 by Trilobite Productions. A development company which is still around.
Oh, really?
After quite a few closures over time.
Any recent releases?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
This is an adventure game, which is more an interactive movie. Trilobite, of course, made a sequel to The Seventh Guest, which was The 11th Hour.
Right.
They also worked on Clandestiny and Uncle Henry's Playhouse.
Uncle Henry's Playhouse. That sounds like a place you don't want to go.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Now, this is a game that was revolutionary for the time that it came out. This is one of the first games ever that was solely released on just a CD-ROM, as most games before this came out on floppy disks.
I was going to say, it's a PC game.
Well, yes, it's a PC game.
Not all of us got to sit in front of our PCs as a kid, Gary. Some of us had to go outside.
Well, poor you.
Yeah.
So Trilobite was founded in 1990 and carried on until 1998.
Yeah.
Then from 2013, I believe, onwards, the company is still around.
Okay. This is the opening sequence, I'm assuming.
This is the unskippable opening sequence of the game, which explains the character of Henry Stauff.
Okay, you're going to have to explain why these images are going on, because obviously I have no idea what's going on. He's just murdered this poor woman.
Yes, Henry Stauff was a drifter.
Right.
And down on his luck, he's been robbing and murdering people out on the outskirts of town.
Okay, yeah.
In order to get by. And now he's about to have a dream. And in his dream, a doll, a toy will be presented to him.
Okay.
Which he will pull the doll from out of his dreams and start creating them. He is like a carpenter.
Oh.
And so Henry Stauff creates a bunch of toys, which he sells to the children and becomes very successful. All the people want a Henry Stauff toy.
Okay.
Then all the people in the neighbouring towns want these toys.
And he becomes super rich.
He becomes super rich, super famous, almost a celebrity.
Yeah.
But then he has more dreams about building puzzle boxes.
What, like the Lament configuration box?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And then all of the people, all the children that had been brought toys by him, all got very ill and died.
Right.
That is the setup for Stauff. Now, Stauff.
Well, what did they die of? You can't just leave it there. Was it like polio?
Some illnesses. They all got strangely ill. Not it doesn't tell you it's polio or anything, but they got ill, like a curse. Cursed illness.
Yeah, right. That's what I was assuming. It's kind of like cursed.
So you'll see them in one of the videos in a minute, curling up in their beds, clutching the Stauff toys, dying.
Oh.
And so you can see, I love that little villainous hand gesture that Stauff does there. So basically, you're seeing it right now, that this is all live action video sequences put into a virtual space.
Yeah.
And this was really, this is one of the earliest games to do it. That would, you'd have games like Wing Commander and 11th Hour.
Yeah, I was going to say, was it
Conquer
Night Trap on the Mega CD as well?
Yes.
It was Command and, like you said, Command and Conquer did it. I mean, I think Alone in the Dark would do it as some.
I mean, even Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil game.
Resident Evil, Mortal Kombat. It was pre-motion capture, wasn't it?
Pretty much, yes.
We'll just design the set around you, and it really did work because you're playing a computer game.
And it was like, well, what's better than photorealistic actors? You don't have to have sprites anymore. Or
this is what kind of pissed me off, because I used to say this to my parents. I wanted a PC. I was always seeing the adverts for home personal computers with these games, with these live motion things, and I'm just like, look how I'm telling them at that age, look how cool these graphics are.
Yes,
look how that's a guy on screen surrounded by computer. My mum did not get it. Computers were not going to mount.
This was also an 18 rated horror game as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I mean, I don't know if it really was 18 rated. I don't think the ESRB was even around at the time. I think they would have just said that this is they would have said it's a computer game for kids. It can't be violent. Right. Yes.
And then somebody murders his family with a doll, and they go, "Oh God, blame it on the Seventh Guest."
Yes. Yeah.
But I mean, you say you played this lot. I've never. You're the only person I've ever heard talk about this game.
I don't know any. I mean, I had some friends that would play this with me.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'd never known anyone to ever play this game or heard about this game, yet alone play it. But for me, this game struck a chord with me from the very first time I ever installed it.
Who's that?
I can't remember the names of all the. You got to remember this. It's been a long time since I've ever played this game.
But I'm assuming that's Henry.
I think that
house?
was Button. I think his name is Dutton or Button.
Okay.
But basically, Henry Stauff, after all the deaths, kind of built this massive house.
Yeah.
Then disappeared. Then sent out invites to 6 people to come to the house.
Yeah.
Now we're about to be introduced to all these people. They're all going to turn up at the entranceway to the house. And he's basically given every one of them a secret sort of letter.
Okay.
And they've all been told that if they can complete the puzzles in the house, one of the first one to leave the house, completing all the puzzles, will be given whatever their dreams desire. It's kind of like the Twisted Metal kind of reward. It's like whatever you want, you get it at the end. But of course, we are the 7th guest. We are here many years after the events of these 6 have played out, and none of them ever left the house. They all died. So what we're seeing now is the ghosts of all the people that came into the house and died. We're the 7th guest. We've got amnesia. We don't know how we got there, what we're doing there.
Oh,
but
weird.
We start trying to figure out the puzzles in the house whilst being treated to these video segments of the history of the house.
Point and click adventure kind of
It's
thing.
a point and click
Search
adventure
everything, pick up everything.
Well, the thing is, it's not really that much of picking up stuff and putting and placing it stuff. It's literally go into a room, click on the interactable environment, which will kind of, it'll just be like a cute 5 to 15 second animation that plays out. You watch it and go, that's novel. Then you do the puzzle, watch the cutscene, go to another room, find the puzzle, do the puzzle. Every puzzle you complete unlocks another door or unlocks another puzzle for you to advance.
Okay.
That is it. And so now after the near 10-minute introduction, you're in.
Right.
Now, your interface is literally the skeletal hand.
Yeah.
Which, if you move around the screen, if it's waving left and right like that, it means no go.
No go.
But if it's pointing, that's the way you'll go.
And I can turn that way.
You can turn around.
Yes.
Now you'll soon realise that this is very slow.
Well,
it's you keep going all the way to the right.
Yeah. I'm going. Don't rush me. You haven't rushed me.
So I mean, you can click on the door. That's that there shows you when you see that means there's a video to play out.
Oh, it's not going to go through all the spirits. Oh no.
No, and so that's basically this character now reading his letter from Stauff, explaining what it is that he's going to be doing in the house.
How many times did you complete this?
Twice, from start to finish. I did try
different endings.
No, not this one. I don't remember different endings on this one. I remember the sequel, the 11th Hour, had 3 endings. Literally at the end, you had the 11th Hour. The ending turned into a game show where Stauff was just like, choose door number 1, choose door number 2, or choose door number 3. And it was one of them was the sexy, voluptuous, murderous love interest.
Yeah.
The other option was the disabled lady who's been giving you advice throughout the game, and I think the third option, I can't actually remember the third option. I think that's
what, you got to have sex with them, or
the first one I think you do like in the intro video, and then she's sort of turning up trying to find out, but then she gets captured by Stauff and corrupted and turned against you.
Right. Oh, okay.
So basically Stauff has been corrupted by sort of an ancient evil, if you will, and once you solve the mystery, I won't go into the ending, but obviously, lo and behold, Stauff returns for the sequels.
Yeah. I'm going to click on that door.
But, in terms of story, there's not that much story. It's just kind of, it's fun. It's the interactable...
Well, it's the mystery, isn't it?
It is the mystery.
It's the murder mystery. Go to this house, you're at dinner,
So you arrive now in your first puzzle room. So if you advance forward to the table...
Yeah.
Now, this is one of the things that I've noticed coming back to this game is just how slow everything is.
Everything had to load.
Well, yeah, it means these were all pre-rendered graphics that the camera has to move through.
People don't appreciate this anymore,
I don't think so, no. Not
everything
really.
Everything just loads up. If a game hasn't loaded up in the first 5 seconds, you think your computer's crashed and you're ready to turn it off. Where back in the day, you know, you had to wait like a good hour and a half to go, the shit ain't loading. You know? Shit.
So right now they're deciding, you know, how to proceed with this cake. And
what, you have to cut it into 7 pieces?
you have to cut it into 6 pieces, one for each guest.
Right.
So now, if that there is the
Puzzles.
the puzzle. If you click there, you'll get the puzzle. If you go to the chattering teeth, you'll get the nice little animation. So you can click on that one now. Yeah, click the teeth.
Yeah, I was
And
just making
basically,
sure I wasn't doing it all over again.
These are the haunted, scary moments in the game where, you know, you'll see reflections or pictures will change. Or, you know, it's quirky. You know, but at the time, this is your horror.
It was quirky.
Horror
Gary.
in video games.
This is not horror in video games. I mean, Jesus. What year did you say this was?
93.
93. Man, I was already Mortal Kombat Doom depth at this point. You were playing 7th Guest. You're the one who missed out.
Okay, and now here's a little brain teaser puzzle for you.
Right, okay.
Each guest needs 2 skulls, 2 headstones, and 1 blank piece. So now you need to cut the pieces to give everyone equal slice.
Right. Okay, so I'm clicking...
Now, you might not be able to hear it because I've turned the volume down, but every time you click on a piece, your character or Henry Stouff's character is going to say something, is going to taunt you. And your character is going to be trying to figure it out and going to be quoting all of the individual pieces of the cake. Every time you redo the puzzle or fail the puzzle, you will repeat the audio again and again and again.
Move? No.
So you cannot go diagonally on this puzzle. You have to choose each segment.
Oh, so they need 2 headstones?
2 headstones, 2 skulls, and 1 blank piece.
Fucking hell.
For every... So now that you've done that, it's going to take those pieces away.
Yeah, I kind of get it now, I suppose. Kind of get it.
So, Seventh Guest was written by Matthew Costello. I don't know if the name rings a bell for you.
No.
But he was the guy who wrote the script for Doom 3.
Oh, nice.
Shell Shock Nam 67.
I like that game.
And Just Cause. And Rage, the 2011 Rage.
Wow, really?
Yes.
He did Rage. That's
so
good.
he's got, you know, it's not the best setup of games he's ever written, but he's definitely
I've played a lot of them.
Yeah.
Definitely played a lot of them.
Now, looking at this, I can already see that the puzzle has failed.
Right, okay.
Because of the section you have in the top right corner, you can't even get to it anymore.
Oh, so you can't... Oh,
no.
That's fucking shit.
It is. But
right,
so what I suggest you do now is click on the top or the bottom of the screen to, if you get that symbol there.
All right,
and that will
reset
the puzzle for you.
Ah, you butt face. Right, so...
Now, one of the most atmospheric things about this game is the music. And the music was done by George Sanger, who in the opening credits or in the titles for the game, he's only listed as the Fat Man.
Okay.
And so forever, you know, this game for me was pre-internet. So I never knew who the Fat Man was. It was just one of those you laugh at when you see his title.
Yeah.
But it was George Sanger. And he's done music in games such as Wing Commander and Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Ah, yes.
I knew that game would come back again.
The classic Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Right, I'm trying to work this out. So...
But yeah, you know, Bill Gates called Seventh Guest the new standard in interactive entertainment.
Really?
Literally, you know, this blew everything else out of the water. There was nothing else like it.
Well, I mean, I can see the appeal for this. I mean, it's quirky. It's got some cool animations.
This is what made PC owners want to buy a CD-ROM drive for their computers.
Yeah.
Upgrading from a floppy disk to start getting CD games.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking puzzles. You and your fucking... I don't want to play Catherine Iain. Here, play fucking Seventh Guest. I can't fucking... Restart it.
No, I'll have a go at this puzzle for you.
All right, one more go. One more go.
Sure.
It's just when you get stuck in a corner, like I want to get rid of this one because there's 2 blanks, the 2 there.
My advice for you, Ian, is to work from the front of the screen backwards. That's my advice. So literally, you've got 2 headstones and 2 skulls and 3 blank spaces right next to you. I would go for the closest one.
Yeah. Go for that one.
So get that little cluster out of the way.
Corner to corner.
Yeah.
Come on, mouse. Stop disappearing.
It's only disappearing because the dialogue is playing out again and again and again. Every time you repeat the puzzle, the exact same audio.
Oh man, that would fuck me off.
Yes. Now, exactly. A modern gamer, you will get irritated. I replayed this game.
I would have got fucked up back in the day.
Back in the day, it didn't matter. I mean, that's one of the novelties. It's the nostalgia I have for the game, which is why, many years ago I did that top 10 video game villains.
Yeah.
Henry Stauff was on there because of the way that he torments you.
Yeah.
Now, he also, this is where I learnt puns and punning as a villain, because Henry Stauff puns all the way through this game, and it's always related to the sort of puzzle that you're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's just ingenious.
Now, motherfucker in the corner. I just watched that corner.
I just left that corner alone.
Motherfucker. That's why I don't play Tetris either.
Well, yeah.
Go on then. Do it in 2 turns or less.
I'm going to try.
Oh, you might fail. That makes me feel better now.
Well, yeah.
Horrible icing. I don't know if I would actually eat that.
Well, I mean, I can't imagine how long this cake's been sat here for.
Yeah.
Many, many, many years. Now, I think there is 19 total puzzles in the whole game.
Okay.
I think you could probably finish the game in a couple of hours quite easily if you remember the puzzles, if you know the puzzles.
Yeah.
But there are so many mind-bending puzzles in the game that it's easy to lose track, to not know what's going on. There are ways to...
you got stuck, haven't you?
A little bit. Because I need that blank.
Yeah,
need that one.
you need that one there.
So I'll just take that one.
Oh, yeah, that might work, yeah.
I think I'm still in trouble because I can't get another skull up to that back one up there.
No.
I
Wait, no, you... Oh, no, you screw yourself. Fuck you, Henry Stauff.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. You see, this is why I play my games, because when I came across a cyber demon for the first time, all I had to do was keep hitting that motherfucker with rockets and watch him die.
Yeah.
He didn't come up to me and say, "Hey, Ian, here's a cake. I need you to separate it to 6 people, but in a particular fashion," because I'd have been like, "What?"
Yeah, I can understand that.
Get that blank one.
Yeah.
I like the way that the puzzle doesn't change. It's kind of that thing nowadays where you kind of want the puzzle to constantly change to keep it exciting, or you'll remember how it is.
Yeah.
You've already done this puzzle at least twice in the gameplays that you've played. God knows how many times it took you to do those back in the day, and it doesn't change, but you're still looking at it going, really? You're having to think 3 steps ahead.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I'm trying to remember now. No, I don't think this is the answer even to this.
No,
cake.
I mean, no, you need a skull. Yeah. No, you ain't gonna get a skull. You need a second skull. You need to. No, you're going to leave one of those corner bits.
It's over.
I'm glad I'm not playing.
Cake.
I'm not playing. But this is the thing. I mean, weirdly, I mean, how many times would you have to have played this game to be able to speed run it?
I mean, a lot of times. Then there are some puzzles which the answer is easy. Once you remember it, you can just go in there and be like, there, done. Yeah. But then there are other puzzles, like chessboard puzzles, where you've got to move queens around and you've got to move bishops around, but you've got to move them from A to B, and they cannot be in a position where they would take other pieces. So it gets difficult.
Once you've started the puzzle, can you leave it and come back to it?
There are, at most points that you will often be bouncing between 2 to 4 puzzles at a time, and then once you've done one of those, you'll open up another area for you to advance through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just looked at it like, I was gonna say, because obviously if you fail, we could go move to another puzzle and show it, but nope.
I really wanted to solve this puzzle. I'm like, this is the easiest puzzle in the game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, you tell me to start from the bottom, and we've started from the bottom, but
that's how I remember solving it.
Yeah, that, like I said, that back corner one has to be hooked up with the skull nearest to it. So the top left, the blank next to it, the 2 gravestones, and that skull. Yeah. So head up to that one next.
What, the top right corner?
Top left corner. Go to top left corner. So go over that one, blank one underneath it, gravestone, skull.
And that's that one.
Right, that's that one done. So now we can go the blank one underneath.
Here?
To the left. Oh, to the left, right there. That one, the 2 skulls, and that graves.
I want to take these 2 away?
Maybe, yeah. I want to say yeah. So, right, okay, so that's that done.
No, it's a fail.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because otherwise I'm going to cut off the bottom here when I do these.
So
I
don't
need them. And I
don't
need that.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then I just cutting it off entirely. That I'll be leaving 3 floating spaces here with nothing on.
Ah,
no way to get to.
so close. So
It's about-
close. I was so close. Right, maybe do the corners first then, and then.
So I do try and clear the bottom half of the cake away first.
You've done it so fast.
It's like, what?
I wasn't ready with my pun, Gary. Wait 2 seconds. Right, but when you clear these bottom bits, you get stuck up there.
I
top
know.
left.
I'm just gonna have to make sure I do that top part right.
Yeah. Right, because you can still do the top left corner.
Yeah.
With that and
No, I can't because I need a skull for this one, don't I?
yeah, you fucked it again, Gary. For fuck's sake!
So it's just right. So if I'm gonna clear that bit out, I just need to work on this bit here as well. So if I need 2 skulls here,
and 2 gravestones and a blank. So yeah, that goes with that corner
because I could then just take that blank there.
and that bit there. Yeah, yeah. I'm seeing where you're going. It looks
I
like
can
a
do
penis.
a whole bottom row down the bottom.
Yeah, maybe all penis shapes. Yeah.
Maybe that's the answer. That's what Stouff needed this whole time.
You find all these people and he just needed a good hard penis. The children. Yeah, no, that's it. Right, what are you going with now?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I need a skull, blank. I also need a skull and another tomb.
Yeah, get another penis.
No,
yes.
no, I don't want another one of them.
What? No.
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 Let's go over here. So if I get 2 stones,
Yeah, and that skull.
do I do it that way? No, that's bad.
No.
Take that one
And that one.
and that one.
It has to be that. Right. Okay. So. Right. No, because you're gonna lose that. You're gonna lose.
If I do that, and then no,
No.
I need that. No. No, it's fucked.
It's fucked again. He's fucked it again. It's fucked it again, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's so horrible.
Right, let's have a go. Let's have one.
I do want to move you onto another puzzle, but
Wait,
that's the thing with this game.
I can't. Yeah, I can't leave. Can I? No.
No.
Oh, well, can I turn? No, I can turn.
Oh, but that just takes you away from the puzzle. So yeah, you.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, okay. So you can go look for another puzzle.
Yeah, fuck this puzzle.
The easy puzzle.
Yeah, I solved the puzzle by walking away from it. Imagine if you did that in
Sure.
Resident Evil. I suppose this would have been your first introduction to a kind of Resident Evil love, wouldn't it? Going to a house, mystery, puzzles all over the place. I mean, there's no zombies or anything.
There's no monsters. No, you're not like you're running away from monsters.
No.
You are literally just moving around.
Right. Okay.
And because I know that there's a puzzle right there in front of you, but it's not there yet.
Oh, right.
You can't go in that door because we haven't completed the cake puzzle.
Oh, you motherfucker.
So you're going to have to go upstairs. You can't get in there, Ian.
Why would it tell me?
Because you can go up to the door. And that's because that's the preset animations.
Yeah. Right, turn around, come on.
So,
Right,
Trilobite, they released, they tried really hard to make The Seventh Guest 3.
Okay.
And, of course, they went to Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And they tried to raise something like $600,000. And they didn't get close. So it was cancelled.
Well, that's it. I mean, the days of Rist and Riven and all those types of point-and-click games, I think are...
Oh, I think that a puzzle's turned up on that one.
You bastard.
But yeah, I mean, those games are kind of forgotten now. I mean, people still remember them as classics.
And they would still play them, but not as much. I mean, look at the Walking Dead point-and-click stuff. That kind of died.
But that's I mean, the choose your own narrative kind of stories.
Yeah.
So with this one, I believe you want to be connecting the spiders. Now, each one that you click on it and then you move it to one of its connecting points.
Okay, so...
I think you've already clicked on it, so now you need to go, it can only follow a diagonal line.
Diagonal line, so...
From the spider, yeah?
Okay.
Across the pentagram.
Yeah. Going diagonal.
Yeah.
There
You
we
only
go.
go in a straight
I'm
line.
looking for the eyeball. I'm going to look for the eyeball.
Well, yeah.
If the eyeball don't turn up, I can't do fuck all. Fuck's sake. Right, there. See? There, right.
So now you're going to place another spider and it's going to go, because the only place it could go, because you already had one.
Ah,
That's a
right.
connection.
Okay.
Now you need to get a spider on every single point. You're groaning, and You
I
obviously,
shoot things
when
for a
you,
living,
when you
Gary.
choose to play this game, you know you're here to play a puzzle solver.
You say choose like it was a choice.
Well, no, I'm giving you no choice. I'm saying, Ian, solve these puzzles because this is the game we're reviewing, Ian.
Yes.
But recreationally, you would choose to play this game because you want a brain teaser, you want some puzzles, you want something that's going to challenge you. You know, you don't always just want to go shooty bang bang, you know, because that can get stale after a while. Sometimes you want a brain challenge.
You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head at everything saying this now.
Well, sometimes Ian, you don't need to challenge your brain. I do. I like to feed it.
Yeah.
And Seventh Guest was fantastic at doing that.
I totally get that at the time. But like we said, I mean, the loading times take a while now. You know, graphically, it's still, I suppose, graphically nostalgic. Like, I think it still looks really, really nice, but a lot of people
still love
wouldn't.
the animations. I love the music. I love the 3D environment.
You know, with the puzzles that you've probably done nowadays, yeah, we're having trouble trying to remember these puzzles, but you would knock them out once you spent the time to concentrate on them.
Yeah.
You'd knock them out in 5 minutes and get the game done in 3 hours.
Yes, yeah. You can remember some of the puzzle. Well, I mean, again, when games like this came out, this was pre-internet. I didn't even have dial-up internet.
Yeah.
There was no walkthrough guides.
Yeah, you had to spend.
You had to figure out the puzzles. You had to listen for the clues.
Yes,
you know?
yes. You had to actually play the game, not wait for somebody else to tell you how to do it.
And because I really wanted to find out the mystery of what was going on, which led me into the 11th hour, you know, I just loved the whole universe of that Trilobite had created.
Oh yeah. It's good because I don't think anybody else remembers.
Well, enough people have remembered. You know, Trilobite, you know, they reformed. They tried to get Seventh Guest. Obviously, they failed with a Kickstarter. And after that failed, they tried again with other crowdfunding sources. And I think that time they were aiming for like 60,000.
Nice.
And they didn't get that either.
No, right. So the fan base is a complete...
Yeah, the fan base is gone.
Yeah,
But,
come on.
Some money was put together. You know, I think they were calling it Seventh Guest 3 The Collector.
Yeah.
And they were going to set it in a museum, and you know they're playing around with the story, but yeah, it didn't happen. So, but
Okay.
drum roll. Seventh Guest. Sorry, the 13th Guest. No,
13th Warrior.
the 13th Doll, which
Right.
is the sequel to the Seventh Guest, is coming out in July of this year.
Oh, fuck you, Henry Stouff.
It's starring Robert Hirschbeck as Henry Stouff once more. They got the actor back, and this is a fan-made game.
Right.
They've got, you know, tons of puzzles. They've got the music. They've got the Henry Stouff mansion, and it is a sequel to this game and the 11th Hour.
Nice.
And I'm super excited for it. So there is enough people to remember.
Yes,
that there is another Seventh Guest game coming out in just a few short months, and I'm super excited about that.
Cool.
And the fact that this is a forgotten game, you know, it has at one point been on Good Old Games.
Yeah.
You can now buy this game on Steam.
Yes.
You know, which is just amazing.
That's pretty good.
So that if you are of, you know, the 90s era of gamer and you did have this game or you never got to play this game, you can now buy it and download it for under a $5 on Steam and play it with no issues. I downloaded this game and hit play, and the game started up immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't have to optimize my Sound Blaster or my Voodoo graphics card, you know, or anything like that. The game just ran, and I was like, wow, you know, 90s me would have loved that.
Yes, yeah, a game to actually start up and just go, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I think I might have got this. I
you know, I love this game. It's a real brain puzzler. I agree that it's aged now and it's a bit slow.
I think I got it.
But it's still awesome.
Did I get it?
I love the nostalgia for it now. I don't think you did.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Read your fucking shit, Gary. Do the puzzle.
I just wish... Oh, no, you did do it.
Did I?
You did do it.
Fucking yes! Fuck me! Fuck me!
That there's the 7th Guest. That there was Tad.
Oh, yes. Good time, Ian. See? I got skills, mate.
We did solve one puzzle.
I got skills, mate. I got skills.
So with that, I just want to say thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next Friday looking at another video game. Of course, new film reviews on Thursdays. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.
Take it easy.